What up there, people? I'm sorry I'm a little covered up because it's really cold right now. But um, it's a little bit of a late night video, but we're finally doing a Friday Part 3. Um, Continuing my Friday the 13th series. I'm thinking tomorrow, Thursday, we're going to do Part 4, and then my video after that, we're going to do my kill ranking of Jurassic. So we'll kind of get back to Jurassic, but now we're on Friday the 13th, part 2, 3, sorry. This one came out in 1982, so a year after the second movie. This is the film where Jason gets his hockey mask for the first time. And, yeah. But I overall enjoyed it. I enjoy most of these movies, but I think it's a fun one. The lead isn't that great. I think that's the only real negative I have of the movie, but overall, it's a decent movie. Um, so now it's set after the events of the second movie. Jason's injured, so he needs to get a new load of clothes. So he meet these characters uh, who work at a store and live there. Harold, who's one of the store owners, and his wife. Um, so Harold, is just investigating around and he starts hearing noises. And Jason kills him with a machete. Not a machete. An axe to the chest. No, not an axe. It was a cleaver. Cleaver to the chest. Then he kills his wife with impaling her in the back of the head with a needle. Then basically gets a new set of clothes. And then now it's the next elder grabbing something. Um, and so we meet Chris Higgins, who's the main character of the movie, because apparently the story was they wanted to get the actor from the second movie, actress, sorry, um, her name was Amy Steele, I think. They wanted to get her back for the third film. They had like another script and everything, but apparently she didn't want to come back. So we're basically we have another lead. Her name's Chris Higgins, and her story basically is she's traveling to her parents' cabin because she wants to overcome her fear. Because a few years ago, she was basically attacked by an unmasked Jason. I'm assuming this is before the events of part 2. The Friday the 13th timeline is pretty weird. So, we meet Chris Higgins and her friends who travel to Higgins Haven, which is um, her parents' cabin. We have a pregnant girl named Debbie, boyfriend Andy. Sorry about that if you hear that noise. That's my tablet. We have Shelly. This is where basically is how Jason gets his hockey mask, and his date Vera. And we basically have Chuck and Chili. Basically, they're Cheech and Chong. It's a play on Cheech and Chong, basically. And we meet and her boyfriend Rick. So they see an old man Abel, who basically was this movie's Crazy Ralph. He was there for 2 seconds though, just very much like, oh, you're doomed kind of deal. Then then they get to the cabin. Shelly plays dead and basically pisses everybody off, and then Shelly and Vera go to a store and they run into some bikers, like a local biker gang. It's like 3 of them. He gets in the car. He's pissed off because they started some shit with him, so he ran over their bikes and then they punched in their bike. It's pretty corny. I'm not gonna lie. This part of the film is just very random. So they show up at Higgins Haven stealing like their gas, and then they see a farm barn or like a outhouse or whatever. And Jason, who's been hiding there, proceeds to kill Fox and Loco. One with a pitchfork, and because one of them sees the girl with it was a pitchfork right to the neck. It's pretty brutal. Then Jason kills the other one, and then knocks Sally unconscious, and then that's it. So Chris is out with her boyfriend Rick, and this is where we get the whole backstory about her being attacked. She's very like my problem with Chris is she's just kind of there. I mean, they do try to give her a backstory somewhat, but it's just she's I don't know. I think maybe it's the actress they picked. It just eh. But so back at the cabin, Shelly tries to get with Vera. She turns him down. So and then Jason slashes his throat, but it's off screen. And then because there's a scene where he walks in, and I think Chili, who's the girl, the female stoner, kind of scoffs at him and is like, "Oh, you know, you're another one of your pranks." Steals the hockey mask. He kills Vera because she sees his Shelly's wallet, and then she looks, she sees Jason, and then Jason shoots her with the harpoon gun to the eye. It's pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie. Even though you can sell the. Also, I forgot to mention this film was in 3D because remember this was at a time like because Jaws 3 did the same thing, so there's a lot of shots where like things would come to the screen like very slowly for like the the 3D effect because this was in like 1982 because I mean Jaws 3 did the same thing where it was like they try to do the 3D effect. That was just at a time when it was big. So, yeah, so Jason kills her with a harpoon gun. Then he kills, then enters the house, kills Andy, who's like doing not splits. He's like standing on his head, and Jason basically splits him in half with a machete. Proceeds to somehow hide his body under the thing while, I don't know, and then Debbie, who's the pregnant woman, and Jason shoves a knife through her chest. I'm not gonna lie, Jason straight up kills a blonde lady in this movie. Not a blonde, like a pregnant lady. He straight up kills a pregnant lady in this movie. You don't really think about it when you watch it, but then yeah, you remember, yeah, she's pregnant. Jason straight up kills a pregnant lady, and in the last movie, he kills a. Jason don't fucking care. He'll kill you. But anyway, then I think this is the scene where Shelly walks in, and then okay, now I remember what happens. So Chili sends Chuck because like something happens with the power, so he goes to the power room. He goes to the basement. Jason basically throws him into the fuse box, and he basically gets electrocuted. You could tell that that character was heavily based off of Chong from Cheech and Chong. You could tell. Like speaking of Cheech and Chong, yeah. So Debbie dies. He kills kills Chuck. Sorry, I'm pretty fucked up right now. It just got me. So Chili walks outside and Jason impales her with a hot poker. It's pretty. That's a pretty brutal kill. When I I don't remember if I put that in my list, but if I did, that's up there. It's pretty brutal. Like when you think about it, getting impaled with a hot fire poker. So he does that. Then Chris and Rick walk back to the house. Rick steps outside and Jason proceeds to. This is the kill probably commonly of probably the most popular kill of the movie, where Jason kills Rick by squeezing his head and his eye pops out and you can tell like the eye shoots right at the camera. Like I said, this is just at a time when 3D was the thing. So he kills Rick. And his eye, it's pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie. Even if you could tell the effects don't hold up at all. So then he throws him into the house, and then this is where Jason chases Chris. Um, she tries to flee in her van. The van doesn't work, so she goes to the barn and is attacked again. She ends up hanging Jason by a rope, and Jason basically revives himself and takes his mask off. And this is where she recognizes Jason. Ollie ends up waking up, and then Jason kills him. Like chops his hand off and then kills him. And then she finds the distract. She takes an axe and kills and strikes Jason in the head. Tired, she goes to a canoe, and this is where basically I guess this is a dream where she ends up seeing Jason in the window, revived, and he tries to get down to her. And then the body of Pamela Voorhees, kind of like a little callback to the first movie, where Jason, kid Jason, grabs him. It was Pamela this time, and then she wakes up, and then basically cops are there, and you see the last shot is Jason lying. Apparently, though, this ending is okay, but apparently one of the rumored endings was there's pictures floating around out there that she thinks she kills Jason. She goes in the house, and Jason basically comes out and basically decapitates her. I don't know if it was going to be part of this dream sequence, so he kills her, but then maybe she wakes up. I don't know. That would have been a better ending, but I guess maybe they thought that was too dark. Overall, I like this movie. It's a fun movie. Like I said, all these movies, until I get to a certain one, I like most of them, but I had fun with it. The characters aren't the greatest. Like, Chris Higgins is kind of meh. They do try to give her a little bit of backstory, but it just, I don't know. Compared to, like, it sucks they couldn't get Amy Steele to come back, but it is what it is. The kills were great. Probably my favorite kill of the movie is is either the squeeze kill or the spear gun through the eye. It's probably that one, just because that's pretty brutal. Or even the hot poker, that one's up there. Um, I overall enjoy this film. This is definitely one to watch. It's kind of Jason's a lot better in this movie, in my opinion, compared to the second one. And it's kind of cool. This is the film where he gets his hockey mask for the first time. But we are definitely getting close to getting this franchise really started. Because Friday Part 4, ooh, I can't wait till we do that tomorrow. Because that one is when it gets real. So I'm going to take one more hit, and then I'm probably going to close this video out. Out of 10, I would give this movie like a 7.5. So about the same rating I gave Part 2. But until next time, guys, until next time, guys, I'll talk to you guys next time. Sorry, that's redundant, but I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.